Hello, Pacifica. Whether you are a new or returning member of the Pacifica community, I am delighted to welcome you to a beautiful start to the new academic year. Please watch out for the daring deers, snails, and bees buzzing around our campuses as they explore our grounds and wander about freely with curiosity. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact one of our amazing faculty or staff to enhance your learning experience at Pacifica. You have an opportunity to make a great impact as a member of the Pacifica community. The summer months were busy for Pacifica here on campus, as well as our reach across the globe. Several cohorts completed the coursework phase of their degrees and were honored with rituals and celebrations to recognize their transition. Pacifica leadership, faculty, and students were active in attending and presenting at many of our top conferences and professional gatherings in our fields: the annual APA Convention, the Union Society of Scholarly Studies, the Association of Black Psychologists, and the Society for Community Research and Action 2023 biannual, where several students and faculty from our CLIE program presented. Pacifica was pleased to award 25 students from across programs this past year with stipends to support their travel and registration fees for conferences where they presented. We encourage you to check out our learner and faculty showcase pages on our website's Office of the Provost section. Last month, we hosted a virtual panel discussion as part of Santa Barbara Pride Week on embracing authenticity, a depth psychological perspective on mental health issues within the LGBTQ+ communities. Joined by leaders in the local community, we had faculty, students, and staff engaged in an active dialogue on the panel. One of our staff who sat on the panel, Lauren Lastra, Director of Student Services, also serves as President of Santa Ynez Valley Pride. She was recently honored for her advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights and invited to attend Copenhagen Pride in Denmark. We invite you to visit and bookmark our Pacifica News and Events web pages and follow our social media channels to catch up on all the latest happenings at Pacifica and beyond. Strengthening our connections also applies to Pacifica's internal organization. We continue to address key areas to stabilize our structures and secure our future. Progress has been achieved and continues on the following projects: the completion of our faculty workload and compensation study, which will soon move into phase 2 of this work; our WASC reaffirmation of accreditation, which requires a self-study report that our teams are actively preparing, as well as off-site and on-site reviews next year; clarification of shared governance at the Institute with roles, representation, and voices that are also included in decision-making; and transparency. The process to establish our 3 to 5 year strategic plan to promote the onward expansion of Pacifica and our vision of making deaf psychology accessible to all. Thanks to the many members of our community, from our staff, faculty, students, the Board of Trustees, and alums who attended our strategic planning town hall and participated in interviews, focus groups, and surveys that will help shape our goals and priorities for the years ahead. We look forward to continuing to provide updates on these and other initiatives as we progress through them. As I sit here today on our beautiful Ladera campus, final preparations for our Journey Week are underway. September 27th to October 1st will be an immersive week of learning, listening, and connecting at Pacifica. Beginning with a wellness day and career fair, the week will conclude with the weekend conference, When Deep Calls to Deep, Journeys of the Soul for Culture in Crises. One of our keynote speakers is Dr. Tima Bryant, current president of the APA, who will also be present for a leadership roundtable. We're grateful for the opportunity to connect with her and the APA in this way, which represents a renewed commitment to building bridges with the APA and key community leaders to integrate depth psychology as a vital part of the larger psychoanalytic world's response to mental health crises. Our next campus conference will be in December, hosted jointly with IAAP on individuation and psychedelics, conversations with Jungian analysts. Pacifica continues to expand our impact across the community and growing our partnerships. Finally, as we enter this fall with excitement, rejuvenation, and hope for what the year ahead brings, let's continue to deepen into the vision of Pacifica as a force for healing, transformation, and meaning in carrying out our mission as educators and learners to one another and the soul of the world and the soul of and in a world that loudly calls for tending. As always, stay Pacifica Sept, healthy and motivated.